Venus is often called Earth's twin, not because it looks like Earth today, but because of what it could have been. Venus and Earth are almost the same size. They formed at nearly the same time from the same materials. In many ways, Venus was given the same starting conditions as our planet, and yet the outcome could not be more different. From space, Venus still looks calm, almost peaceful, a bright sphere wrapped in thick clouds, reflecting sunlight. But that beauty is an illusion. Beneath those clouds lies one of the most extreme environments we know, a surface so hostile that even our toughest machines survive only minutes. Understanding how Venus reached this state tells us something important, not just about Venus, but about planets like Earth. Early in its history, Venus may have been very different. Some climate models suggest that Venus once had liquid water on its surface, possibly oceans, possibly rain. At that time, the sun was dimmer than it is today, and Venus, although closer, may have remained stable for a long period. If that is true, Venus was not always a nightmare. It was a world with potential. But there was one critical difference. Venus orbits closer to the sun, not dramatically closer, just enough to matter. As the sun slowly grew brighter over billions of years, Venus began to warm. At first, the change was subtle, but planetary climates are delicate systems. Small shifts can trigger massive consequences. As temperatures rose, water on Venus began to evaporate. This is where everything went wrong. Water vapor is a powerful greenhouse gas. The more water entered the atmosphere, the more heat Venus trapped. More heat caused more evaporation. More evaporation caused more heat. This feedback loop fed on itself, a process scientists call a runaway greenhouse effect. Once Venus crossed that threshold, there was no way back. The oceans did not disappear overnight. They boiled away slowly, relentlessly. High-energy sunlight broke water molecules apart in the upper atmosphere. Light hydrogen escaped into space. Heavier oxygen reacted with the surface. Venus lost its water permanently. Without water, Venus lost its ability to regulate temperature. Carbon dioxide released by volcanoes accumulated in the atmosphere. On Earth, carbon dioxide is recycled by oceans and life. On Venus, it simply built up, layer by layer, century by century, until the atmosphere became thick enough to crush. Today, the surface of Venus is hotter than 460 degrees Celsius. Hotter than Mercury, even though Mercury is closer to the sun. The pressure at the surface is over 90 times that of Earth, equivalent to being nearly 1 kilometer underwater. The air itself is toxic, made mostly of carbon dioxide with clouds of sulfuric acid. Venus does not just kill life, it prevents it from ever starting again. Every probe we've sent to Venus confirms this reality. Landers survive minutes, sometimes seconds. Electronics fail, structures deform, signals go silent. Venus does not allow mistakes. People often ask whether Venus could ever be colonized. The short answer is no, not on the surface, not underground, not with domes or shields. The environment overwhelms every solution we imagine. There are ideas about floating cities in Venus's upper atmosphere. At those altitudes, temperatures are closer to Earth's. Pressure is manageable, but even there, the air is corrosive. Resources are non-existent, and survival would depend on flawless technology. Forever. One failure would be fatal. Venus is not just a failed Earth. It is a lesson. It shows us that habitability is not guaranteed, that planets don't need sudden disasters to become unlivable. They only need imbalance. The same physical laws that shaped Venus operate on Earth today. Earth is protected, for now, by oceans, plate tectonics, and biological cycles. But Venus reminds us how fragile that balance can be. Earth's twin did not die from an asteroid, or a supernova, or cosmic violence. It was undone by slow, invisible changes. By heat, by atmosphere, by physics doing exactly what physics does. Venus became a nightmare not because it was unlucky, but because small differences were allowed to grow unchecked. That is why Venus matters, not as a destination, but as a warning written in planetary scale. Earth has a twin, and that twin shows us how close a world can come to life before losing it forever. If you want more science-based journeys through the universe, where beauty and danger exist side by side, subscribe, because the universe does not need villains. Physics is enough.